It's all my fault. Hi, I'm Jeff Jackson, and I counsel people who've lost someone they love to suicide. The one emotion that nearly all suicide loss survivors feel is guilt. It's quite amazing, really, just how universally this emotion is felt. I don't think I've ever met a single survivor who didn't feel some measure of guilt. And it can range from a vague sense of regret to out and out holding yourself directly responsible for their suicide. And it comes from different places. For example, if you were very close with the person you lost, you may think, I, of all people, should have known what they were going through and been able to do something. And if you had lost touch with them, you'd think, if only I'd stayed closer, I could have helped them. We all feel strangely responsible in some way. What did I say to them? What didn't I say? What did I do? What did I fail to do? Trust me, you are far from alone in feeling this way. It's been said that each suicide affects over 100 people, and I assure you, most of the people in your world touched by this feel some measure of guilt. But why is this? Why do we take on this guilt? Well, psychologists have long identified a common human trait, and that is the fear of not having control. Intuitively, you'd think we have much bigger fears, but no, not having control over the people and events in our lives terrifies us so deeply that when something like a suicide occurs, we would actually rather assume the blame for it than admit to ourselves that someone we loved was beyond our help and that stopping this terrible event was beyond our power. But it goes even deeper than that, because guilt doesn't just come from a need to feel in control, it also comes from love. The deeper we love someone, the more responsible we tend to feel for their well-being. That's not irrational, it's just human. When someone we love is in pain, we instinctively want to fix it. And when we can't, we feel like we failed them. Even if we had no idea what they were going through, even if it wasn't ours to fix. Sometimes our guilt is just a form of anger, but we've no one to be angry with, so we turn that anger inward on ourselves. Some say that's the very definition of guilt, anger turned inward. For some survivors, the state of the relationship with that person when they died can amplify their sense of guilt. Now, this may not apply to you, and if it doesn't, good, but here's the scenario I'm talking about. Because you're in a relationship with someone who is suffering from a psychological illness, and they were, their behavior can become erratic or combative, making the relationship increasingly difficult. And what often happens is the person who's trying to deal with that situation feels compelled to put some distance between themselves and that person. Maybe you felt the need to stop answering their calls or block their emails, or you just needed a break from them. So you enacted some form of separation, even a small or temporary one. And then that's the moment they ended their life. Because as I explained in my video about why they did it, there's often a painful catalyst event that immediately precedes the suicide. And when that happens, it freezes our relationship with them in this state of conflict. And the person left behind naturally blames themselves, feeling their action is the sole cause of the suicide. But it wasn't. I can assure you it wasn't. Because the truth is, suicide is not caused by what someone said or didn't say, or by a single moment or mistake. It's caused by a long-standing, often invisible condition, a brain chemistry disorder, if you will, that robs someone of their ability to feel hope. And when that happens, it's something that's simply beyond all our control. If this video has helped you feel even a little less alone, a little less confused, follow or subscribe. I have a lot more to share with you that might help.